I joined the Marine Corps in 1978, right out of high school. I only discharged after 5 years of service. I had a chance to visit all of Southeast Asia, halfway around the world. I had a chance to go to a lot of countries. For years, I was stuck at 30%. Years. And I went to the unemployment office and I spoke to the military side of the unemployment service. And I was explaining to him about how long my journey was at that point in my life. He frowned a little bit. He said, "Let me give you a number." And that's how I got started. So when I got your number and I kept explaining to them what was going on, and they wanted to look further and further into my situation, they saw an opening. They said, "Okay, Dwayne, this is what we're going to do." And then that was the process. And then from that point on, instead of waiting years and years and years for an increase, things start moving rapidly. We're going to different appointments, just kind of steering you into a different way of thinking, a different way of presenting yourself. And it started happening like that. And so the benefit was because you knew what you were doing versus because I went to it was another veterans program who just didn't, I was kind of used as a number, Social Security number, the last four. But it was a personal interest and said, okay, we can get started there. And so we end up where we at now, 100%. So we there. I was stuck at 60 for years too. And then when I jumped from 60 to 90%, I just didn't say much. But when I jumped to 100%, I just kept looking. I just kept looking for a whole day. I turn off my computer and look again. Say, wait a minute. I was saying this to myself. Are you sure? Are you sure? Because it's been a long time coming, over a 40-year stretch. So it was like a sonic boom. And then when I knew I was there, I said, okay. And I kind of had some quiet time to myself and just thought about where I started. Now being able to reap the benefits and start learning how to do something with the benefits, I'm getting there. It's been a shiggity wiggity, so we there. I must admit, it was expensive to me, but this was bigger than money. As I kept saying to myself, this is bigger than money. And to allow professionals to do what they do, and I got in a reasonable plan, a reasonable payment plan, which was okay. I got value for the service. You see, that's what I'm thinking in my thought process. I got value for the service. I had a friend of mine I saw at the VA. He was stuck. I think at a certain percentage, I'm not sure, but he'd been stuck and he'd been getting dead ends. And I gave him your number. But anybody else that I run across, I got your number. I just pass it on. That's what you do. You pass it on.